Well, as peace activists gather here in The Hague, Japan is moving towards taking a more active role militarily internationally, despite having a pacifist constitution. On Tuesday, President Obama hosted Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe for a White House state dinner. The two nations have just unveiled new guidelines for military cooperation. Well, the new president of WILP is from Japan, Kazuo Akabayashi. Kazuo, thank you for joining us here on Democracy Now! So as you're being inaugurated here in this gathering of almost 1,000 women from around the world, Prime Minister Abe is in our nation's capital, in the United States. They're talking about how they're welcoming him into the military fold. What is changing in Japan? Can you explain what the peace constitution is, or should I say was?
Oh, it still is. It's our constitution, made in 1946-7 after the World War II, after Japan was defeated by the Allied countries, and it's called the Peace Constitution because it has an Article 9, that renounces war to settle international disputes and possession of armed forces. That has been there, and that's still there.
And it says you can't have a military, right?
You cannot have military, but in reality, we do have a military, and that has been controversial as well, that the military, we don't call it military, it's called the self-defense forces.
And it was the U.S. that pushed for that to be included after Japan was defeated in World War II.
Yes.
But now it's the U.S. is pushing for it to be amended.
It's both the U.S. and some people within Japan. I think the majority of people in Japan is supporting still the peace constitution. But, well, those who are in power currently obviously wants to change the constitution so that we can have, we can legitimize the military and even increase the military power, and also increase the military cooperation with the United States. The self-defense forces has been participating in exercises with the United Nations, with the United States for quite a while. We have been living in that contradiction, and peace community has been working hard to change or to put it back to what it used to be. The Constitution was originally meant to be, but that's been a struggle. Now,
you have been a peace activist in Okinawa for a very long time. What is happening in Okinawa today?
Now, it's like as of now, people are protesting, more people are participating in protesting, nonviolent action on the street, on the sea. There have been sit-in on the sea, then on the boats and canoe even, against that huge Coast Guard ships that have been very brutal against people of
the
Okinawa.
U.S. military?
No, it's the Japanese Coast Guard. But also, I participated in many of the sit-ins around the gate of military bases in Okinawa.
Are these U.S. military
Yes,
bases?
U.S. military, Marines mainly.
How big is the U.S. military presence in Okinawa?
In Okinawa, there are a little less than 30,000 soldiers stationed, and additional 25,000 dependents and civilian
Why do you
families.
object to them being there?
Because it's our land. It's our sea, Okinawan people's lands and sea. And the U.S. military has been granted almost diplomatic immunity to whatever they do. Crimes are committed, but they're not punished. They get away. Many people's properties have been damaged. The United States military has never almost compensated. I have been working on sexual violence by soldiers, the issue on sexual violence by U.S. soldiers for many years. That has occurred since 1945 in many cases.